whatever time it is. I would like to say, how are you, my friends? You are just wondering, I'm home? Yes, that's correct. It's not always going outside, outdoor, doing some stuff, right? So, right now, because I'm a homeboy, and I have nothing to do and it's raining, right? So we have to do something in the house. I'm going to cook today, okay? So, do you know what I'm going to cook? I'm going to cook a pig. This is a pig. It was a pig, right? It was a pig. Now it's a pork. It's called because it's already dead. It's meat, right? So you guys maybe were wondering, well, what I'm going to cook today. Maybe you think, do I do stew? Do I do grill or anything with this piece of meat? And I'm going to cook something that is very popular in Philippines. Sometimes I don't know if it's a good thing to stay home, you know. I think I'd rather sometimes go outdoor, right? But I have no choice. It's a shitty day. So by the way, the outcome of those pork is voila. So we have to chop it like this, small pieces. And I guess you now know what kind of dish or menu I am going to cook today. So as you can see, this is a pork, right? It was a pig, now it's a pork. It was like this, and you have to cut it into pieces. Actually, you know, pork, you can do a lot of things with pork. You can do menudo, you can do adobo, which is very popular in the Philippines, and you know, it's easy and very basic to do it, right? If you are lazy to cook something more advanced or more like a lot of work, a lot of ingredients, a lot of time cooking, then the best way to do when you are hungry and a rush is make adobo. And I'm gonna show you all the basic ingredients and the process how to do it with a minute. So now I'm going to present you all the basic ingredients to make adobo in the house. All right, I have some cut bell pepper. You can do orange, red, green, or jalapeno. All right, you can also have chopped what do you call this thing? Onions, right? If you don't have any garlic, you can also use the garlic powder. Okay, this is a garlic powder. And also you also need some pepper. Okay, make that on your list. And you will need a soy sauce, Dato Puti, or any kind of soy sauce. This kind of brand is very popular, notorious in the Philippines, in Asia. This is the most common one, and it's very cheap. And also you also need a vinegar, right, in making this process. A vinegar and our cooking oil. So those are the basic ingredients that you are going to need. And if you love some spicy or hot, you can also add a red pepper right here. So now I'm gonna show you accordingly what are the ingredients to make this happen. So this is the pork. You have to chop into pieces. So you need some bell pepper as your garnishing, and some chopped onions, okay, oil, some spicy pepper, a vinegar, a soy sauce, a garlic powder, and a what do you call this? A pepper, a black pepper. You can also use those not ground pepper as well. It's also good, because this is very accessible for me and I like using this powder. You can use the non-powder one as well. And also, number thing that you are not going to forget is your frying pan, right? And this is already enough. And of course, before you do something else, right, you have to fire up this thing. There you go. You have to heat it up around 2 minutes to heat it up, right? And then the next thing you do is put the oil afterwards, after heating this thing, right? So after 2 minutes, the pan is already hot. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil, just enough to cook to saute these onions, okay? Along with the bell pepper, chopped bell pepper. Right, this is what you do in the house, right? You have nothing to do, no off-roads, no activities, no outdoors, no driving around, shitty day, so you have to do something as well to keep yourself busy. Right? So we have to wait another few minutes to make this really, really hot. So this is now really hot. So our first ingredient is the oil, so we'll set aside. And now we have to put the onions that makes this meat delicious and smells good. Right? This is called adobo. Adobo nation in the Philippines. There you go. Oh, wow. Go. You have to cover it a little bit for a couple minutes. So while I'm waiting for this one to heat up and to burn a little bit the onions and bell pepper, I have to cook a brand new rice while cooking the adobo, so that at the end you can eat at the same time together. Okay, you have to turn on the fan because it's smoking now here. So you have to do this, right? So also you could also cook some of the other part of the onions and the bell pepper. It's actually very basic to do it, very basic. You can also sing while cooking. Okay. Now the bell pepper is now getting brown. That smells good. Let's wait some few minutes, a couple minutes to make it brown. 2 minutes has passed. Now they're all now getting brown. Now we have to put down the meat. Oh yeah, this will be delicious after. We will make a Filipino dish, adobo. One of the greatest food in the Philippines. Okay, so right now, I'm washing some rice over there. So this, you have to do this, right? You have to spread the oil. You have to spread the onions, right? But so that it will smells good. So I have now the onions and bell pepper in this meat, right? So I have to cook it to make a solid garlic onion flavored adobo. Okay, so this is my rice. So I have 3 scoops for the rice. Some other people say guys doesn't know how to cook. I will prove you wrong. We can cook, but we're just lazy because what is the use of women in the house? But because they are lucky, if we are in the house, we are very good cook. We are a chef. You don't know. That is our secret. We know how to cook rice. We know how to cook adobo. So now I put this now into my rice cooker. This will steam for it will steam for 45 minutes. Cook for, maybe say it will be cooked for 45 minutes for those people who doesn't know how to cook rice. Right? Let's turn it on. Let's turn on the rice cooker and put to 45 minutes, and you're done. So now we have to go back to our adobo. Our adobo is very quiet right now. So we need a little bit of heat. And wait for 5 minutes. So at the same time, rice is already cooking along with the adobo. And then later on we will eat. I'll show you the outcome. Hey guys, when I'm cooking adobo, usually I put a little bit of the soy sauce. I want to soak it with the soy sauce right now, so that it will absorb the flavor while I'm cooking the meat. This is like all after 5 minutes. This is how it's gonna look like after 5 minutes. So I will put a little bit of the soy sauce, right, while I'm cooking the meat. I think this would be enough, and I will add more later on. Soy sauce. Maybe I will add another one. No problem. But do not put too much, because this is also salty, right? So the reason I'm putting ahead of the soy sauce, because I want, like what I said, I want to soak it with this one and to absorb the flavor, so that it will be very tasty. And let's wait for a few minutes. So while we are waiting for the soy sauce to soak in with the meat, the pork, I have to tell you something. Just to let you know, right? Be a man. Sometimes you have to cook food, right? There's no harm in cooking, right? It is very, very easy. You're getting used to it. I don't really cook much, right? I don't really cook much, but you know, sometimes I miss cooking, because if we go outdoors, you know, who are the people who go for camping, right? We used to hang up there for a couple days, and we are forced to cook some foods. It's not always bringing McDonald's. It's not always bringing Jollibee. It's not just cooking like very basic, like hot dogs or grilling some stuff like that. Also, you have to do or make some effort at least. At least now you know how to do some basic cooking like this one. At least your friends will enjoy and your family, right? Just making a little bit of this, right? So you know, this is called our workmanship. This is fresh meat, right? So avoid bringing hot dogs, you know, avoid bringing hamburgers. Get a fresh meat in the store and cook it there. Bring all your seasonings, and you will cook. And all the friends around you will be a mess of what you're doing, right? You might be bring some food, right, for you, and you need to bring. But bring something, at least a couple of bottles of whiskey. Okay, so the next step of this process, I want to add a little bit of the vinegar. Okay, not too much. It's just okay according to your taste. Okay, maybe look one. Maybe 2, and 3 with this size giant spoon. This is my measurement. I don't know how much, maybe 30-40 ml. And also the pepper. Okay, I'm putting this after 5 minutes, right? Some pepper. everything is, it depends on how much you want, how spicy your food. And this one, the garlic powder, you can also use the fresh one. Just chop, soak it together along with the onions. That was the first process. Until it turns brown. So I love a lot of spices, you know. I love onions. This will make and smells great for this food. Adobo. And some a little bit of mixing here. To mix. Yeah, these are very basic, you know. You can do this with your family. You can cook your friends with the adobo, with the basic ingredients, right? So always don't forget when you're making food or you're cooking your dish, you have to make the rice at the same time. You don't want to wait, right, for the rice and the food is already ready and then the rice is not available. That sucks. So I'm gonna cover this for the next 5 minutes. I want it a little bit drier. I don't want those water, you know. I don't like those, what do you call this thing, Van? Yes. So let this cook for like 5 minutes because I want to reduce the sauce. These are the extra water coming from the meat and also the vinegar and then the soy sauce. It's a little bit dry, it's better. And also with the result. Okay, so let's take a look. Alright. Okay, so this is what I want. So I reduce the soup. The sauce. So I can see some a little oily here. You can see some a little soy sauce. This is what I want. A little bit drier, not too much sauce. Right? This is perfect for me. And we will taste how it goes. We will know if you need some extra vinegar or extra sauce. Then it's all up to you. It's a little bit sour. And then, you know, it depends on you. And if you like a little bit sour adobo or a little bit salty, and you can add a little bit. But for in my own preference, I want a little bit salty, but not too much, and not too sour, right? So I have to a little bit add some soy sauce. There you go. It's my preference, so it's still up to you because this is a universal flavor. So we have to mix the flavor to make it everything even and same taste each meat of this adobo. So you know, like 5 and 10-15 minutes, adobo is finished. Alright, so it's already cooked and this is what it's supposed to be look like. Yummy. You can add also some seasoning on top of it if you like. You can add, you know, like pepper for garnishing, and you can also add some chopped or minced potato. Is also good for this adobo. And at the same time, while cooking the adobo, and the rice almost ready. 3 minutes left to go. Let's take a look inside. There you go. Now it's perfect, right? So in 5-10 minutes, I will be ready to eat my lunch. There we go. Isn't it looks tasty and yummy? This is we call the adobo nation. So for those people around here in the area, don't forget to subscribe. So up to now, up to the next episode, hope this method of cooking and process, you learn something